My name is Peter Ortega, and I am a retired Navy captain and a Vietnam-era veteran. I believe that there is nothing that I can say that you have not already heard. I am also strongly believe that this anti-Christian and anti-freedom ordinance was proposed I also strongly believe that before this anti-Christian and anti-freedom ordinance was proposed, there was greater tolerance and harmony towards the LGBT community. However, when measures to pursue a follow-the-leader agenda, yes, a follow-the-leader agenda to be like other cities has divided the city. You were elected to improve the city, not to create chaos. Some are spinning this ordinance as a civil rights anti-discrimination ploy when there is no evidence to their claims. Some are trying to demonize critics as haters, but in reality, the only hatred I see is toward Bible-practicing Christians and Catholics. I have friends and family members that are gay and lesbian. I love and respect them, but they do not try to force their lifestyles on me, like you are trying to force the whole city of San Antonio to do. Making the LGBTs a special class of citizens with protections greater than the normal citizens is itself discriminatory, unnecessary, and unjust to the majority of the citizens. How can you say that LGBTs need special protection? If there was an actual discriminatory case, it would be exploited in the media day and night. How can you say that they need special protection when they hold high and prominent positions in business, government, and the judiciary system? Yeah. The LGBTs are one of the most powerful and influential groups in this nation. Just look at how successful they have been at changing the culture. There is a remnant in society that will continue to protect our religious freedom and our freedom of speech and will not allow you to take them away without resistance. Do not spend the rest of your term leading with opposition to this amendment. Instead, spend the rest of your term focusing on important issues that will benefit the majority and improve the quality of their lives. I agree with the separation of church and state. Therefore, I believe that the City Council should stop interfering on how we practice our religion. Do not place Christians in harm's way. The church is not taking actions against the LGBTs, but this ordinance will allow the LGBTs to take actions against the church. Please be wise and vote no.
Thank you, Mayor and council people. I have a moment dedicated to me from Deborah Parrish. Hopefully she's still here. Thank you, Deborah. Go ahead. 2 minutes. First of all, I recognize that you have a big job to do. The minute you stand up and you give any kind of leadership, you're a target. Somebody's not going to like you. The sad reality is, by the time we've reached the age we have, we know somebody hates us. They hate what we stand for, and there's not a dadgum thing you can do about it. I want to recognize, just as a citizen of San Antonio, as wonderful as this place is, we can't fix everything. The anecdotal stories of pain and suffering and sorrow, I join you in feeling bad about it, but I stand here in opposition to an ordinance that doesn't fix a dadgum thing. The cause of removing more injustice from the world, I would say yes, but I do not believe it does that. And so I join my brothers and sisters on both sides of the aisle and say, let's return to more civil discourse. Lead by example, people, that when Elisa Chan gets caught making a remark that she probably wished didn't go public, don't use it for a political football game. Don't incite hateful speech against her that causes all of us to get scared to death when you're promoting an anti-Christian agenda. So please vote and spend the rest of your energy doing things that are constructive for the city. You've done so much good already. Please don't do this regressive thing. Thank you very much. Howard Lacey.
I'm Janice Roberts, speaking from Howard Lacey's time and Diana Romo's time.
Mr. Lacey, is Mr. Lacey here? And Diana Vogel, okay. 3 minutes.
Parents, this presentation is X-rated, so please ask your children to close their eyes at this time. Although these pictures are X-rated, these are some of the least X-rated pictures I was able to find. Sites like these will become a commonplace in our city during the annual Gay Pride Parade. If this ordinance is allowed to be passed, the homosexual, lesbian, gender-confused community from other cities will convene their Gay Pride parades here in our city to celebrate a victory. But we know that that's not going to happen. Mayor Castro and Councilman Bernal and other proponents of this ordinance, can you tell us, the citizens of San Antonio, that these kind of behaviors and activities won't be permitted to happen in our city? And if it does, can you promise us, Mayor Castro and Councilman Bernal and other proponents, that these people will be arrested for indecent exposure? Will they be criminalized? Will they be criminalized for this type of behavior? Or will they be so protected as they are in other states that this kind of behavior is acceptable and permissible? If this ordinance is passed, will we have the freedom of speech to speak about the lifestyle without any retribution? We understand that what the powers that be are allowing to be done to Councilwoman Chan without an ordinance in place, that and more will be allowed to happen to the rest of us with an ordinance in place. The HLGC, and I want to go on record.
We'll hold the time right now.
Yes,
I'm asking the folks in the audience again to please respect the speaker at the podium. Nobody can hear anything over here. You know, we're trying to hear the speaker at the podium. All right?
I would like for it to go on record. I know the last time we met, they were saying that booze came to our marina here, and that was not the case. And I do want you to acknowledge where the booze are coming from. It is not coming from the Christian communities. All right. So anyway, I want to say that the gay, lesbian community, they are loved. And I really wish they would understand. We care about them, they're cared about in the eyes of God also. But we cannot endorse their lifestyle. If we who uphold moral values speak our faith about the lifestyle and the actions and choices of the homosexual, lesbian, and gender-confused community, why are we considered bigots, not progressive, intolerant, and homophobes? If this behavior, which is characterized and associated with a homosexual, lesbian, gender-confused community, is considered acceptable, we have great reason to be concerned. I'm not understanding. Is that? I'm hearing. Okay.
3 seconds.
Okay. Anyway, we are not willing for this to take place in our city. Please vote no.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Mayor, members of council, I'm coming here to speak in support of the non-discrimination ordinance for San Antonio. I believe that not having one in place is does not match the San Antonio values, does not match the values we have here in Texas of hospitality and appreciation of all people. No one in this city should be fired or evicted because of their gender, or sexual orientation. Some may see this as a choice, but none of my friends chose to be bullied or discriminated against, and they should not have that happen to them in the future. We don't give the police people's thoughts, and this ordinance will not do so, despite what I've heard today. But we do allow voters to police the people who are in this room, and I hope some of them do. Bullying and discrimination have no place in official San Antonio business for any reason, nor should anyone who takes any tax dollars for our official work do so either. Not in my city. I know that many people here. Thank you very much.